two shows. One is Ian D Montfort. It's the musician on Sunday the 6th of February, and I'm doing Ivan Brackenbury probably after that in the same venue. I'm doing two shows on the same night.
Once again, you join me backstage here at the preview show at the Leicester Comedy Festival, here with Tim Binns.
Right, okay.
Tom.
No, but I blame myself for that, to be honest, Ollie. I did confuse you. It's Tom Binns.
Tom Binns.
Yeah, but I'll go with whatever you want to call me, Ollie. It's your show. you shout.
Now, of course, tonight you are under the name of Ian D Montfort.
Spirit medium. Ian D Montfort.
Now, what made you come up with that act for you?
I really loved Tommy Cooper, who made magic funny. And I've always been interested, although never to the point of ever learning how to do any of it, the kind of new sort of magic you see with Derren Brown, where it's all of the mind. And I just thought it would be a really cool idea to try and make that funny. And the best vehicle for doing funny mind magic is a character who does talk to dead people as a spirit medium, and he's a leading pseudoscientist as well. So I get to use the tricks of...
You get to make stuff up.
Yeah, I do. But also I get to use the tricks of the trade of a magician to put them into a science lab and prove things like the existence of ESP, astral projection, homeopathy, all the modern myths like democracy, that kind of thing, and pretend they work.
The Comedy Festival this year is 18 years old. What were you getting up to when you were 18?
For God's sake. Do you not get a media pass unless you promise to ask that ridiculous question?
Well, I came up with it, but the podcast team have been asking it.
The podcast team have asked it. I've been on bloody BBC 7 today, and they asked me the question. And the tragedy is, I just can't remember.
Well, that's a good thing, I think.
I think what I was doing, and I will bore you with the details, is, and this will age me, I was doing an early form of a karaoke show. It had just taken off in Japan, and they weren't even calling it karaoke. They called it Carling Black Label Star Turn. And I had a job going around pubs in Sheffield on behalf of the brewery to start karaoke nights. And the people of Sheffield, it was just a little bit too soon for them.
I'm from Barnsley, so...
They didn't understand the concept of them doing the singing.
It was too early for that point. Of course not, if you did it now...
I got proper beaten up. And get this, no one would get up to sing, and I had a gallon of beer to give away to anyone that would. If you're from Barnsley, I can walk you through some of the places that I got thrown out of. I did Barnsley too, it was the whole of South Yorkshire, it was horrible. That was my 18th. What I've got there is a six-sided dice with deceased famous people on each side. What I'd like you to do, when you've chosen one that you'd like to contact, open your hand, drop it onto your hand with the one you want to contact face up, and then cover it with your other hand.
Right.
So
do I have to turn around?
Well, I don't want to see. So the trouble is, we've picked a room with a mirror on
on every side.
So do it surreptitiously over there. If you think it helps, don't you look even yourself, and we'll see if... I don't know, that's slightly beyond mind reading, but... well, you go in the shower.
I'll go in
talk
the shower.
Okay, you join us backstage here at the Leicester Comedy Festival. I'm just filling in for time while Ollie does something in the shower with a small... it's child's playing block cube, really. He's taking longer than you'd expect. You got someone?
Yep.
All right. I'm going to go into Ian D Montfort now, all right, Ollie? Don't be afraid. The spirit medium. Oh, right, okay. This is, I want to say, a gentleman you've picked here. But I've got, oddly, two people are coming through. Don't let that bother me. I want to say this is a gentleman of colour, but I'm not entirely sure which colour he is. A singer and a dancer. Would this be Michael Jackson?
It is Michael Jackson.
And what's weird about that, Ollie, is did you think of someone else at the same time? Were you thinking of two people?
Yeah.
Because a little fella's come through with him. Oh, it's Gary Coleman from Different Strokes. Come through together, isn't that nice? Michael, I think he might be lying to you about his age. Okay.
If you were a comedian, you could do any job in the world, what would you want to do?
I'd be a comedian. I would. Yeah. other than a dragon in the den, they seem to. They all went on lovely holidays. I couldn't afford a lovely holiday over Christmas, but I was hearing the other day they all went to Bali or somewhere. That'd be nice. So if not a dragon in the dragon's den.
Is this your first time doing the comedy festival in Leicester? Are you a veteran of the?
No, I have done it pretty much every year since I did it the first year. Which I have another character that I did called Ivan Brackenbury, which I'm also actually doing in the festival. And I did the gala as him in about '97. I've done it every year since. No, 2007.
How did I get into comedy?
Yeah.
I didn't want to go to work. Simple answer. Just
Yeah, that's a lot of answers we've been getting this evening.
Really?
Yeah, Josh Widdicombe didn't like doing office work, so he decided to become a comedian.
It's true. To be honest with you, you're completely free. You make people laugh. It's a brilliant job. Of course, you get really bitter and twisted as you get older about it, but apart from that, it's absolutely fine. Yeah.
Was it something you just woke up one day and thought?
No, I wanted to be a footballer, but I ended up being rubbish at that. So I ended up, coming into the comedy business.
What did you do on your 18?
Interestingly, I had pointed this out earlier, just in case anyone's heard and thought, we've heard this before, but I have to point that out. I can't remember it, to be honest with you, and I would like to say it's because I was
Good
absolutely...
man.
No, exactly, but my mum said to me the other day, she said, oh, don't you remember, we went round Korea as my sisters, and she put on a little surprise party, and you didn't like it, but then you enjoyed it, and obviously didn't enjoy it, because I blanked it from your mind. So I don't really remember it, to be honest with you. That's really rubbish, isn't it? And I'm quite good, my memory's quite good, but... for some reason, I don't know why I sort of turned into Lee Evans there. I don't know what that was. Yeah. So I can't remember it.
Now, is this the first time doing the Leicester Comedy Festival, or have you done it before?
I got a feeling I might have done it before, but because I've been doing this for so long, I don't know what I've done anymore. I kind of just, I've been all around the world, man. I don't know where I am anymore. And I wouldn't mind, I'd like to say that I was shot from doing too many drugs and drink, but I'm just a bit, I don't know, it all blends in, I'm going to go on in a minute.